Run the Blades is one of my favourite half marathons. It takes place in Whiteley Windfarm on the outskirts of Glasgow and has one of the best finishers' medals of any race. But you'll have to stay till the end of the video to see that.
3, 2, 1, go!
Whiteley Windfarm is the UK's largest onshore wind farm. Unsurprisingly, the weather forecast for the race was windy. I was running with twin bike brother. He had decided to come in fancy dress. He was a tricolour ice lolly. Neither of us had done much training for the race, so we'd agreed to take it easy and try to get round in under 2 hours. We'd both done the race previously, so I knew roughly what to expect. The first half of the race is fairly flat, and the second half has a couple of hills. Most of it is on good quality fire track roads, but there is a section that is slightly rougher. I wore trail shoes, which turned out to be a good choice as the toe protection came in useful when I occasionally kicked a big stone on the fire track paths. The first few miles were quite windy. At one point, a man saw I was running alongside my brother and said, "It's great that you're running together. I can use you both as a wind block." I was wearing brand new trainers, so I jumped the puddle. It's commonly said, don't wear new trainers for a race, run in them a few times first. But I ignored that advice. The first run in a new pair of trainers is always the best run. It has that new trainer feel. I once forgot to bring trainers to a race, so I used what I was wearing. Unfortunately, that was a pair of leather shoes. Don't do a half marathon in leather shoes. You will end up with very sore feet. I certainly did. The weather forecast had said we weren't going to get any rain, but the forecast was wrong. At the halfway point, the heavens opened and the rain came tumbling down. Thankfully, I had a precautionary jacket with me, so I was able to get changed, but twin bike brother had believed the weatherman, so he had nothing. Thankfully, it wasn't too cold, so although he was wet, he didn't complain too much. Twin bike brother couldn't resist adding on an extra hill. At this point, we were 3/4 of the way through the race. We were just about to reach the biggest hill in the course. The camera makes it look less hilly than it actually is. It's not steep, but it is a challenge. Quite a few people walk at this point, but I quite like hills, so I just kept on running. Soon flattens out and you get a view of Loch Goyne, but don't try it and swim here. A friend tried it and he said it was very shallow and muddy. It felt a bit unsafe. There's a really good viewpoint of Glasgow from the top of this hill, but the race doesn't go up that way. There's one more hill, but it's not as steep as the one we just did. Overall, this is a great race that's challenging but not too tough. I'd recommend anyone who wants to try trail running but doesn't know how to start should do this one first. It's It's a fun, easy introduction to off-road racing. And, as I mentioned at the start, you get one of the best medals in the UK. And cake. Don't forget the cake. If you've made it this far, it's because you want to see the best medal of any race in the UK. So here it is. It's a wind turbine. Look, it spins. I could spend hours doing this. No, I could spend seconds doing it.